If you have been trying to change your life, but you keep finding yourself in the same place, my brother, I want you to consider something. The issue may not be your effort. The issue, it may not even be your potential. The issue may be that you are trying to create a new life with an old way of thinking. Look, if you change jobs, you can change jobs if you want to. You can move to a new city, even make more money or set bigger goals. But if your thinking remains the same, brothers, your results often follow. Your results will follow that familiar patterns. Until you change your thinking, nothing else will change. And that's why I truly believe a renewed mind changes your lifestyle. So today, I want to introduce you to a concept I call the renewed man blueprint. First of all, let us define renewal. Well, renewal is not becoming someone new. It's not becoming someone else. Put it that way. It is not becoming someone else. Renewal is becoming the best version of who you are created to be. It's the process of replacing your thoughts, belief, habits, and behavior that no longer serves you with the ones that move you forward towards your dream, your goals, or your desire, your life desires. Think about it this way, my brother. Think about your own life. Every result began as a thought, and that thought becomes a belief. And guess what? That belief now influences your decisions. And those decisions now becomes your habit. And over time, those habits help create your current reality right now, where you at in that place where you at right here, right now. You see, if you want different results, you must first examine the thinking that is producing your current results. I cannot stress that enough. If you want different results, you must first examine the thinking that is producing your current results, my friend. Let's move on to this. I want to get through this quickly. Next, I want to ask you why renewal matters. Or maybe you are asking yourself that why renewal matters. Perhaps you have experienced a season where you felt stuck, frustrated, overwhelmed, or uncertain about your next step. When that happens, it is easy to focus on external circumstances, my brother. But what if the real obstacles is not outside of you? What if the challenge is an old belief that no longer serves you? Beliefs such as, "Hmm, I am too old. I am not capable. It's too late for me. Oh, things will never change." You see, those beliefs quietly shape your decisions. They shape your decisions, your actions, and outcomes in your life. But when thinking changes, choices also change. And when choices change, guess what? Habit change. When habit changes, life begins to change for you, my friend. And that's why renewal really matters. That's why it matters. Now, you might be wondering, what is the renewed man blueprint? What is the renewed man blueprint? You see, the renewed man blueprint is a framework for helping men rebuild their life from the inside out. It helps him to rebuild his life from the inside out. It is built on the belief that lasting change begins within. From my experience, I've set in New Year resolution, running to the gym, buying other things, starting off doing things different without changing my thinking. It never lasts. I was working on the outside first before I began to work on the inside, work from the inside out. Everything begins with a thought. And how many men truly believe that? And that's why I'm trying to convey this message to men so that they can start the process in the right way from the inside out so that they can have that lasting change, the change that they really, the change they're really seeking so that their family can see the change. They can see it in him that he is trying. We are not looking for a perfect man, but we are looking for one or try to help one to at least start, take the first step. Let them see your effort so that they can cheer you on. Give them something to believe in. Let them see you making the first step. And the blueprint, this blueprint, it helps man align three important areas of their lives. And the first one is his values. And the next one, his vision. And the last one, his legacy. His values, his vision, and his legacy, my brother. You see, values answer the question, what matters most to me? A vision answer this question, where am I going? Where am I going? And legacy answer it this way, what will remain because I live? When these three areas align, guess what? Clarity begins to emerge. And man start to see who he is and who he is becoming. Now, say all that, and you get my point. You might be asking the question, what should I do to achieve what you just said? To achieve or to become like the man that I want to be. What should I do? Well, my brother, if you desire renewal, start right here. Start with this. Become aware. Take an honest look at your thoughts, your habits, and your belief, my friend. Next, ask yourself this. Are they helping me becoming the man I want to become? Those thoughts, those habits, and those beliefs, are they helping me to become the man I want to be? My brothers, here's the next one, and this is big. Take responsibility. Stop waiting for life to change first. Renewal begins when you accept responsibility for your growth. And how many of us never take responsibility? We're waiting for life to change first, waiting for the job, waiting for the right person, waiting for the promotion before we start acting or living like the man that we are becoming. My brothers, hear this. Renewal begins when you accept responsibility for your growth. Like they said, you can lead a horse to water. I'm not calling you a horse. This is just a definition. But you cannot make the horse drink. It have to want water and want to drink for it to go down and start to drink. In other words, you have to take responsibility, accept the responsibility for your growth. Clarify your values. That's the next one. Clarify your values. What principles do you want your life to reflect? What principles do you want your life to reflect? When someone sees you or remember you, What principles? You are one to keep your words. You are one who, if you say that you're going to show up, you show up. What principles that you want to reflect your life? A man of integrity? Clarify your values because when someone asks you to do something that you don't agree with, a matter of fact, because of the way you live your life, they will understand your values and they won't even ask you to do something that you does not approve of. Create a vision. That's the next one, my brother. Create a vision. What kind of man do you want to become? Create a vision of the man you want to become. What kind of life do you want to build? That's the next one. And consider your legacy, my brother. How do you want your family and those around you to remember you? Those questions begin the process for renewal because they're going to move you from living by default to be to live to living by design. They are going to move you from living from default to living by design because it's like you have a plan. You have a clear plan of how you want your life to go, the man that you want to become. You are heading in that direction because of those questions that you can honestly ask yourself. Before I close, my brother, I want you to hear this. There was a time in my life when I believed changing my circumstances would change everything. Went through a divorce. I didn't want that divorce. I want reconciliation. I have children. I move from one city, from one state to another state because I tell myself I want a fresh start. But guess what? Moving, trying to change the circumstances without change my thinking would have never done me any good. If I didn't start to work on myself before I got into this marriage of 17 years, it would have never worked. So trying to change the circumstances before you change what's on the inside or start working on the outside before you start working on the inside wouldn't change anything. Nothing would change. What I eventually learned was that lasting change begins with the man in the mirror. It begins with me. Lasting change begins with that man in the mirror. When I look at myself, I have to take responsibility, accept the responsibility for my action, for my growth. You see, when your mind is renewed, your choices improve, your habits also improve, your relationships improve, your confidence grows, my brother. And your life begins moving in a new direction. Values, your values determine how you live. Yes, your values, it determine how you live. Your vision determines where you are going. Your legacy determines why it matters to you. And when those three align, like I said earlier, you begin to discover the man you are capable of becoming. And that's why I truly believe a renewed mind, it changes your lifestyle. I'm speaking from experience. I want to leave you with a question, my brother. And leave me an answer in the comment, please. What is one area of your life that needs renewal right now? What is one area of your life? Communication, consistency. What is one area of your life that needs renewal right now? My brother, I want to thank you for watching. And As you renew your mind, you will begin to see how your life begin to change. You'll find yourself on the path renewing your mind because you begin to use the renewed man blueprint. That process, it will help you to see things different, help you to see life different, and your choices, my brother, will be totally different. And I want to say to you, you deserve the best, and your family deserve the best version of you. That's why I truly believe from experience, when a man changes the way he thinks, it also changes the way he lives. A renewed mind will not just change your thinking, but it will change the way you live as well. This is Nelson. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and stay tuned because we're going to have more conversation like this, my brother. Because I want you to, my desire is for you. I could want it, but you have to want it for yourself as well. It's for you to grow mentally, spiritually, physically, and financially, and to live the life that you so desire. Design your life and live it to the fullest. Peace until next time. Love you. And we out.